shared with him a story that in the process of sharing with him, you're on camera. You want to come say hi? Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Art of Lifing with Keka. I don't know what it is about the lighting right now, but I feel like my hair looks blue, and actually I'm pretty okay with that. It's not blue, by the way, but I'm just going to go with it because there's a story that I want to share with you. I was talking to a friend of mine, Kevin, the other day about a story that took place 10 years ago. I find it funny sometimes where we have things in our memory, we have things that we've experienced that we sort of locked and filed away somewhere. And then we don't necessarily think about it all the time. But in telling this story to Kevin, it kind of gave me a jolt of energy and sort of a renewed sense of what I need to do. So here goes the story. I was 6 months pregnant. This is the story I was telling Kevin. I was 6 months pregnant and I'd answered a call for a request for proposal. I went into the office to meet with the clients. Now, most people, when they looked at me from the back while I was pregnant, might not have any idea that I'm pregnant, but I was all tummy. So as soon as I would turn around, they'd be like, whoa, okay, that's a very pregnant lady there. And I was big for both pregnancies, but the second one was even bigger. So at 6 months, I was fairly big. I'm standing in the reception area and I was thinking, as I walk into this business meeting, I should probably acknowledge the fact that I'm pregnant and just deal with it. So first thing I walked in and I said, okay, let's call the elephant in the room here. Yes, I am pregnant. Yes, I'm 6 months pregnant. We are working on a project for you. If you hire me, I'm going to be working with you for the next 6 months, which means I will have my baby in the middle of this project. And the thing was that I had such confidence in that moment, such confidence that I walked in and I said, I know that I'm going to have a baby here, and I'm sure that that might be something you're kind of wondering or maybe even feeling worried. But here's the thing. I have a great team with me. I have a toddler as well. I've done this before. I am going to be able to keep your business going even in the process of doing all of this. And I am the best person for the job. And here's why. And Kevin described me as I was telling the story and said, he sounds like you had this like Preggar swagger going on. And I was like, I totally did. I totally had that. And, it's one of the things that I think that I've learned in this business, in this people business that I've been in for so long, is that when you go in and you radically believe in yourself, in that moment, I wasn't putting on a show in any way, shape, or form. I truly, wholeheartedly felt like I was the very best person for that job and that they shouldn't hire anybody else but me because I know I'm going to do a really kick-ass job for them. And because I believed it so wholeheartedly, the people in that room felt that energy too, And so I got the job. I got that project and I worked through it as I gave birth to my little guy and brought him home from the hospital, and I kept working. And the beauty in marketing is we can do so much remotely. I had an amazing team working with me. But I realized that, today in this very moment, if I was facing that kind of scenario where I was pregnant and worried about, would people judge me about whether I could do this job or not, somewhere I'm missing the same sense of confidence, that swagger. I'm not there in my mindset. And I'm sharing the story with you because it made me realize that mindset is not just a daily thing. Like we often think like, okay, I'm sitting right now and I'm feeling like I'm in a rut. What do I need to do to get myself out of it? But it's not just a day-to-day thing. I think sometimes like mindset can go through phases in life, and the same way their life does that. So I had an unconquerable, is that a word? I had a mindset that was unconquerable at that time. It was like nobody was going to stop me. I am building my business. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this to take care of my family, and I'm having a blast doing it, and I'm doing a great work for my clients. And so this is why you should hire me. I had such unstoppable confidence at that point. So I realize now, as we're at home in this pandemic, I need to get myself back there. So I have homework to do on my mindset. I feel like if I had that unstoppable confidence that I once had before, can you imagine the things that I could do for the schools and for the corporate companies that I could work for? There's so much there that I need to get back to. That Preggar swagger Keka was probably the most confident person. And she was 36 years old. And I'm 46 years old today. So over the past 10 years, I've amassed a whole bunch more experience, many new skills, a lot more depth in the work that I'm doing. So when I think about the Keka that people would get 10 years ago versus the Keka that they would get in their work today, I feel like I would have a lot more to offer. And I can do a really great job for people. So I have to embrace that. I have to take it in and really radically accept that, so that when I go in and talk to other people and share my corporate programs and share my school programs, I can share it with that same Preggar swagger without the baby in my belly. Because, at the end of the day, I know these programs are powerful. I know what we are doing is having incredible impact for people. And so I need to just communicate that to the world with that type of unstoppable confidence. Tell me, have you gone through different ruts before in your work? Are there times where you've sort of felt like, oh, I'm kind of stuck? How did you get out of it? Did you have those moments or those particular stories where you had that swagger, that unstoppableness? Please share your stories with me. Share your comments. I would love to hear from you. And until we talk next time, I hope that you can keep safe. I hope that you're keeping well, and I'm sending all my love to you guys. And I will talk to you soon.